Lately, I've been sharing a lot of videos of people experiencing some forms of disturbances at home, and then a lot of you commented that you either experienced in the past or are currently experiencing them at the moment. But there's a video, and assuming it's true and not fake, but it's still a good example though, and I just share with you what the church would say to someone who's experiencing something like this. And now listen to this one from Father Reehil. I hope you'll find this one helpful.
Okay, well, ghost is a secular term. That's not a religious term, and you have to define what you mean by ghost. So a ghost could either be a demon who's making his presence known in somebody's life, in somebody's home, that could be harassing them. But it could also be a soul in purgatory who has come back, given permission by God to come down to earth to ask for prayers so they could be liberated into heaven. So it depends, it's one or the other. There's really no third option. But, more than likely, if something is a presence in your house, it's more than likely demonic. There's a much higher incidences of that than of souls coming back to ask for prayers. Although I will say there's a very interesting book, a woman named Maria Sima, who died about 10 years ago. She lived in Austria, and since she was a little girl, she was receiving souls into her house every day for something like 40 years. She had this particular gift that God gave her in that regard, to offer up all of her prayers and sufferings and have masses said for these souls. So she seemed to be a pipeline or a designee that they could go to for prayers, and she received them every night. But for most people, we don't have that.
But sometimes it's really not black and white, and things like this, as have been explained by a lot of priests before, could be caused by someone in our family who's practicing witchcraft quietly in their room. So that could also lead the demons to our home.
This is a typical question which I get, and I know it's difficult. My mother came back from Mexico and brought something with her that looks like a dream catcher and has it hang in her living room. I asked her to remove it, and she has not as yet done so. So there will be people in your family who are doing things which might be questionable. You got to do the best you can. I mean, obviously we don't want families to be broken apart, but at the same time, if you're living in a house where, for example, someone's practicing witchcraft, I mean, that can have a very negative effect on everyone in the house, whether they intend it or not. So you just got to do your best. In this case, if I were her, I'd throw some holy water on it.
Well, that is all for the short video this time, but still, I hope all of you have learned something useful from this one. And remember, if there's any feedback or suggestion, please let me know in the comments below.